Good morning, Intenders.
Good morning.
Welcome and welcome back to Morning Intentions. Today is Tuesday, June 9th. Thank you for joining us today. Annette, thank you for joining me. Even though we just started this theme last week, we're already preparing for our next one. And with that, Annette, you have an announcement you would like to make for us?
Well, we've never done this before, but since we're talking about trying new things, we want to hear from all of you. And Ada and I, we were discussing, well, what would be a good theme for July? We would like to ask you all, as our listeners, what would you like us to talk about in July? In August, we already know we're going to do conflict. We're preparing for that as well. We would like you to let us know. You can email us at yourcoaches@AnnetteandAda.com and let us know what you would like us to talk about and discuss in July. We'll gather all of those requests and we'll look them through, and then we will come up with something. Maybe we'll cover a few themes during the month. But we wanted to do something different, thinking about, wow, we've never done something like that before. So that would be something new. Ada and I are always planning maybe 2-3 months in advance. So this is something new for us to say, what would our listeners like us to talk about? You're important to us. We appreciate you being here with us every morning and starting your day. So if you have a request, if it's something that we've talked about in the past and you'd like us to go a little deeper, we will consider that. And hopefully we'll get a number of requests that if we don't honor your request this time, we can do it maybe later on in the year. Stay tuned. We'll announce it toward the end of the month. Your coaches at AnnetteandAda.com. We would love to have your input.
And I'm curious about the suggestions we will receive.
I am too. I'm excited.
Thinking about what we talked about yesterday, when we don't have curiosity, when we get into a rigid way of thinking, whether it's our habitual way of thinking, we can be stuck in traditions, we can be thinking that life or a certain situation should go a specific way. I saw over the weekend how letting life go, letting the situation unfold as it will unfold, if I don't do that, it does suck the life out of the situation. I don't enjoy it. The art of enjoying life, there's no enjoyment there at all. I am so focused on trying to get things to look a certain way.
So that was what happened when you were sharing yesterday about, I forget exactly what you were doing in your yard, but you were making something and it wasn't
Putting
perfect.
in a garden fence.
Putting in a garden fence.
You know those decorative ones where you connect them together and they look pretty, but boy, are they a pain to put together.
In the past, just so I understand what you're saying, in the past, would things not turning out exactly perfect, just the way you wanted them, would that, when you say suck the life out of it and the joy away, could you enjoy the fence? Or were you just always like, oh gosh, that fence looks so bad, that fence looks so bad? Like, what was your experience? I've been thinking about, we started talking about judgment yesterday. Gosh, that judgment is such a big thing when you think about how we judge ourselves, how we judge others. But sharing about your experience yesterday, share with us what it's like to be, not that you're the only one because we've all done this, but to be so focused on what is not right or how things should be, as opposed to like what we talked about last month, where we're trying to get to a non-attached place.
It's no different than you with your dog walking in dinner order. I know how that feels because I'm the same way with things like my garden fence. It's more than just what happens in the moment with the fence. I could be stewing on that for days. How do I get this to work like I want it to work? And I'm going to be thinking about that over and over and over. I'm going to be looking for a solution. I'm going to figure it out to try to make it what I think it should be. Well, think of all the moments wasted on that stinking fence. Think of all the moments I've wasted on many a thing trying to scheme and strategize How do I make this be what I want it to be?
So that's being very attached to the outcome.
Of course. And you can't get curious when you're attached to the outcome because you're not curious what could something be? How could this turn out? Let's just wait and see. Also, what has come up for me, do you remember way long ago, decades in the past, when we took a family vacation to Las Vegas and we went to that as one of the attractions that we looked at, the Bodies exhibit?
Yes.
I will never forget that. Not because of the bodies, like that was interesting enough, but I'll never forget you. You made it be what it was for me. Because I remember going through there and kind of going quickly and thinking, yeah, okay, this is interesting. It's interesting. And then I would just move, oh, yeah, there's this thing, there's a thing, there's a body, there's a body. It's like, okay, there's a body. Let's keep going. But you went so slow. I'm not saying that negatively. You went so slow, and I was kind of wrapping up the tour here. And then I went back and I started going through each room again, each part of the exhibit again with you. You would look at them, you'd read the little plaque that says what body part this is and what it does. And you were going through it with a sense of curiosity, not quick, not let's get it done, not cursory. It was curiously.
Remember when I said, was that just yesterday when I said this? I think I just said this yesterday, that play and curiosity have been challenging.
See, I don't agree with that.
But if I want to research something, I can just dive right in. That particular exhibit was something that I could not wait until it was in Las Vegas. It had been in Denver, but we missed it. So then when we were in Las Vegas and I actually got to see this, I was so fascinated, and I had done research before we even went.
Really?
Yeah, so then when we got there, it was, oh, here it is before my very eyes. I've been wanting to see this because I've always been fascinated with the human body. If I have a problem with my muscles, well, so what do these muscles really look like? I know in a textbook, I know what they look like, but these were real cadavers that they had there, and I could see it. It was so exciting to me. I loved it so much. And you're right. Like when there's this level of interest, I think we're all like this with one thing or another. Some people are like this about music. Some people are like this about gardening, talking about your garden. Some people are about this with different authors. I've been playing with the idea of reading a little bit more poetry because of this month, which I have, and you've given me a number of them, like books of poetry that I just think, oh, I would love to read poetry. I read a few poems and then I go on with life.
Not that I take it personally, but I know you like poetry. So for different birthdays or Christmas, I will get you books of poetry from poets that I know you like. And then I ask you, did you read that? Did you look at it? No.
Nah, I didn't really read it.
And again, I don't take that personally, but I think that's how life can be, where we do have this interest, but then if we don't see the value in it as I'm going to take time to just sit down and do this, I'm going to clear my schedule for this, I'm going to put it on the calendar as an appointment, a bunch of other stuff can take precedent.
Right. It's like the to-do list or let's read some poetry.
You're going to go for that to-do list every time.
Well, and maybe until this month. Because
until today.
Until today, because I've been thinking how nice it would be to read some poetry.
So I'm reading Peanuts. How about you read some poetry?
I think I will.
I've been doing that every day, and I'm having a ton of fun with it.
Aw. Okay, so let's pick up tomorrow where we left off today because I want to take this to a different area. We'll have a lot to discuss.
So for today, our intention is a curiosity question. What have I been putting off that I want to get curious about? What have I been putting off that I want to get curious about? Thank you so much for joining us today. Our day is better because you are part of our day. See you tomorrow.
See you then.